Hello everybody, Phil McCracken here for Smoky Mountain Wrestling. We're here at the West Bank Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia for 6 great matches for Smoky Mountain Wrestling, all leading up to the main event, Mr. Pissoff versus the heavyweight champion Dump Truck in a non-title match, as we'll be right back with all of the action here at Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
What is the podcast that brings you the best interviews from the world of independent pro wrestling?
You are watching #Who.
Join Scott Larson as he goes into the personal lives of some of the hottest up-and-coming wrestlers, as well as managers, referees, and promoters. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
With extras throughout the week.
Join us on many outlets,
Facebook,
YouTube,
and Twitch, giving you something to invest in from the world of professional wrestling.
And that's the hashtag truth.
Hello everybody, and we are back for Smoky Mountain Wrestling here at the West Banco Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia, as match number 1 is about to start, as both Eric Steels and Peter Burns have just got checked by the referees, and there's nothing anywhere to be found, so we're about to ring the bell, and here we go as Eric Steele and Peter Burns lock up. Peter Burns comes out throwing a right hand and putting Eric Steele into the corner. Peter Burns with the rights and the lefts, making Eric Steele fall to the floor, where Peter Burns is now putting the big boots down on Eric Steele in the corner. Eric Steele rolls out, calls a timeout, and walks around the ring to get him gather himself. Wow, man, I can't even talk. This is such great action. Eric Steele then crawls back into the ring as Peter Burns picks him up and does a neck breaker. Eric Steele is in a bad way, folks, as Peter Burns comes down with a big elbow right on the midriff of Eric Steele. Eric Steele gets up. He's moving around gingerly as Peter Burns goes for a right hand, and Eric Steele underducks him and gives him an uppercut right to Peter Burns' jaw. Peter Burns is hobbling. Eric Steele picks him up and body slams him. Peter Burns then gets up. Eric Steele throws him up against the ropes, pulls him back off. Oh my God, he does a flying, spinning wheel kick right into his stomach. Peter Burns is gassed. I think it's from all the drinking, as oh my God, Eric Steele goes to the top rope. Turning around is Peter Burns. There's a moonsault from the top rope. Eric Steele hits Peter Burns with a great moonsault. Peter Burns, 1, 2. Peter Burns kicks out. Oh my God, I can't believe it. How did he kick out of that great moonsault? Eric Steele has his hands on his head. He can't believe it either. But he runs over, kicks Peter Burns right in the stomach. Oh my God, what is he gonna do now? He's got Peter Burns in a sleeper hold. Peter Burns might be going out. The referee comes over to check him, lifts up his arm. 1, lifts up his arm again. 2, lifts up his arm again. Peter Burns' arm falls for the 3rd time. Eric Steele has put out Peter Burns with a sleeper hold. Eric Steele is your winner. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, as this is Phil McCracken, and we are back at the West Bank Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia, as we are getting set for match number 2, as Joe Renegade and Brian Nix are in the ring. The referee checks both men, and both men are clean. And D-Man Smoke, the owner of Smoky Mountain Wrestling, is just a few feet away, sitting in a chair here at ringside, watching all the action. Joe Renegade and Brian Nix lock up as Joe Renegade comes out and picks up Brian Nix in a body slam and slams him down pretty hard on his back. Joe Renegade then picks up Brian Nix and does an Irish whip off the ropes. Brian Nix ducks under, hits the ropes, and comes off and gives him a big time shoulder block and knocks True Renegade on his back. Brian Nix picks him up, puts him in a suplex, and lands him right on his back. True Renegade is worse for wear as Brian Nix starts giving him the right hands and giving him all kinds of grief. Brian Nix is going to do, oh my gosh, Brian Nix just tossed True Renegade out of the ring. And as he did that, D-Man Smoke has gotten up from his seated position and has walked over. The referee is checking on True Renegade out on the outside to make sure he's okay. What is this? D-Man Smoke has handed something to Brian Nix. I couldn't quite see what it was, but he put it in his tights as Brian Nix gets back into the ring. True Renegade gets up. The count is at 4, 5. True Renegade slides back into the ring, and Brian Nix gives him a right hand. What is this? D-Man Smoke comes up on the ring apron. D-Man Smoke has got the referee's attention. True Renegade is walking up. Oh my God, Brian Nix just grabbed the shoulder, spun him around, hit True Renegade with a foreign object. It looks like a pair of brass knucks. Yes, ma'am, that is a pair of brass knucks that he just hit True Renegade with. True Renegade falls down in a heap as D-Man Smoke gets down from the ringside area, and the referee turns. Brian Nix rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. Brian Nix beats True Renegade with the help from D-Man Smoke. We'll be right back after these words with match number 3 as El Luchador will be fighting Kenzo Blackheart. We'll be right back.
Greetings to you, the good folks of the interwebs. We here at the DigiCast are very supportive of our podcast Ken, and when it comes to getting a show in order, brainstorming can be tough. And it is with all that in mind that we have come up with a simple program. Take our podcast, please. Take our podcast, we'll take your boring podcast and mold it into some crap like you ain't never seen before. For just 55 easy payments of only $55.55, you can have the long-ass show name, the news, all the rants, and for good measure, we'll throw in the lame-ass top 10 list as well. It's the program that takes you from bad to But wait, there's more. If you order now, we'll even throw in the hashtag truth. Unscripted, just the way you like it. And are you sick of the super cards? Well, we're gonna make you spew. You'll get a Larson Manager card and the hashtag truth card, which can also act as a business card as well. Take Our Podcast Please is brought to you by the NWA Presents Slapdown Digicast. For more details, send an email. Take Our Podcast Please at gfy.com. Hurry, don't delay.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, as we are back at the West Bank Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia for Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and match number 3, as in the ring, is Kenzo Blackheart. Coming out from behind the curtain down the ramp is none other than El Luchador, the wrestler. He's coming down in his smoking jacket. He gets about halfway down the ramp. What is this? Kenzo Blackheart slides out from the ring and meets him halfway up the ramp, and they start in the fisticuffs. The match hasn't even began, folks. The referees don't know what to do as the referee is out there begging him to get into the ring so he can start the match. But El Luchador and Kenzo Blackheart are beating each other senseless lefts and rights all up and down that ramp. Kenzo Blackheart, oh, what is this? Kenzo Blackheart has just picked up something from the darkness over there on the floor. It is a baseball bat, as he has taken a baseball bat to El Luchador, the wrestler. Oh my God, he just hit him in the head and cracked El Luchador wide open from underneath the mask. His blood is pouring out from the eye sockets and the mouth of El Luchador, the wrestler. El Luchador, he is trying to get up the ramp. I don't know why he's going up instead of down, but he's going up the ramp. Oh, I see what he's doing now. He grabs a light fixture and pulls it right out from the top of the ramp. Pulls it right out and hits Kenzo Blackheart right in the face with the lamp. Oh my God, the glass breaks. Kenzo Blackheart has got a big gash in the top of his forehead. Kenzo Blackheart is bleeding profusely as, oh my God, there's a bunch of wrestlers coming out from the back, a bunch of referees. They're trying to get these guys separated. The match hasn't even started, and El Luchador and Kenzo Blackheart's hatred has not even allowed them to get to the ring as they have beat each other senseless. They are pulling both of the men back behind the curtains. This has been a no contest as El Luchador and Kenzo Blackheart both never make it to the ring. This has been a no contest. Hello everybody, Phil McCracken here as we are getting set for the next match as it's D-Man Smoke versus Andy Anderson. As the referees check both competitors and find out there's nothing on either one of them, and there goes the bell. D-Man Smoke comes up, oh, a big right hand by D-Man Smoke to Andy Anderson. He grabs him, does an Irish whip up against the ropes and gives him the big boot right upside the head. Andy Anderson falls to the ground. Oh my gosh, as D-Man Smoke gets right on top of Andy Anderson, it puts him immediately into a camel clutch. He grabs the side of his neck with one hand, and using the other hand, he's beating the back of his head with his right hand. Oh my gosh, Andy Anderson looks like he's about to go out. As he lets go of Andy Anderson is just laying there. D-Man Smoke picks him up. No! He hits him with the right hand, knocks him right back on the ground. Oh my God, what is he doing? He looks like he's got him in a head scissors. Andy Anderson, he is choking Andy Anderson out. Andy Anderson is kicking and stomping. Uh-oh, the stomps are getting slower. Is he putting him out? Andy Anderson might be going out, folks. The referee is grabbing his hand. He's picking it up. 1, picking it up. 2, picking it up for the third time. Andy Anderson, his arm did not drop for the third time. The crowd is going nuts here, folks, as Andy Anderson kept his arm up. Andy Anderson gets out of the head scissors, gets up, starts throwing right hands to D-Man Smoke. Whips him up against the rope, oh my God, he does a toe hold, he knocks him down, puts him in an arm bar. D-Man Smoke, oh my God, is D-Man Smoke gonna tap? No, D-Man Smoke pokes him in the eyes and gets out of it. They get up, D-Man Smoke and Andy Anderson lock up. D-Man Smoke twists him around. Andy Anderson is trying to get out as D-Man Smoke is from behind. Oh my God, D-Man Smoke slips his arms up, puts Andy Anderson in a full Nelson. And this is just getting out of hand, folks, as D-Man Smoke lets go of Andy Anderson and hits him right in the back of the head. Andy Anderson turns around. Andy Anderson is going absolutely nuts as the right hands, the left hands are going. He does a spinning kick. He is doing all kinds of damage right now to D-Man Smoke. D-Man Smoke has no idea where this offense is coming from. And the crowd is absolutely going nuts for Andy Anderson. What is this? Devil's Executioner comes out and gets up on the ring apron. The referee comes over. Andy Anderson's having none of this. He's about to go after Devil's Executioner. Oh my God, D-Man Smoke just hit Andy Anderson with a low blow from behind. Andy Anderson falls flat down to his knees. D-Man Smoke then kicks him right upside the head. The referee turns around. D-Man Smoke rolls up Andy Anderson for the 1, the 2, the 3. D-Man Smoke is yelling something right at Andy Anderson's face. I cannot understand what it is from this distance, but it is not good as Devil's Executioner comes in, and he is on top of him, mounted on top of Andy Anderson, and he is putting the beat down on Andy Anderson. Andy Anderson is bleeding profusely as some of the guys come from the back and they rush off Devil's Executioner. D-Man Smoke is sitting over here at ringside right now, laughing hysterically, and that is going to be the end of the match, folks, as D-Man Smoke picks up the victory.
Smoky Mountain Wrestling is brought to you in part by Big Boy Tires. Big Boy Tires will get you through some shit Also brought to you by Secondhand Harry's, because the first hand ain't quite hairy enough. Now, back to the action.
Hello everybody, and we're back for Smoky Mountain Wrestling as the next match is about to get underway. It's Lord Ray Jax versus the Brain in a Falls Count Anywhere match. There goes the bell, and both combatants slide out of the ring. Why are they doing it? Oh, I see what they're doing now, as both combatants are looking under the ring and throwing all kinds of weapons into the ring. We got trash cans, we've got trash can lids, we've got kendo sticks, we've got stop signs, we've got pans of all kinds being thrown into the ring. As they both slide back in, they're going to fisticuffs in the middle of the ring as Lord Ray Jax gets the best of the Brain falls on his back. Lord Ray Jax picks up a trash can lid and smashes it right over the head of the Brain. Wow, he grabs a kendo stick. He is beating the Brain senseless in the middle of the ring. This is the action that we are always looking for here at Smoky Mountain Wrestling every week, Monday night. You don't want to miss it, as Lord Ray Jax grabs, oh my God, he throws the Brain out of the ring. He's taking him out to the audience. He throws him over the railing there, right onto some fans. They dump beer all over him. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Lord Ray Jax then picks up, he power bombs the Brain right into a stack of chairs. Oh my God, the Brain is in a lot of pain. I don't know how he's going to get up. He grabs one of those chairs and he starts going to town on the Brain. The Brain doesn't, the Brain is barely moving as Lord Ray Jax raises his hand, walking around in victory, but the Brain gets to his feet. Oh my God. He is busted open. This is not going to be good, folks, as the Brain gives a kick to Lord Ray Jax right to the stomach. Oh, my God. He grabs Lord Ray Jax. Oh, he DDT'd him right on the concrete. Oh, Lord Ray Jax this is going to be a fight to the finish, folks. This is just unbelievable what we're seeing here, as the Brain takes Lord Ray Jax up the stairs and into the second deck. He's got him out there at the food court. Oh my God, he just body slammed Lord Ray Jax through a table right there at the food court. All kinds of food just fell all over Lord Ray Jax. Oh, what is the Brain doing? He's grabbing the ketchup and the mustard, and he is dumping ketchup and mustard all over Lord Ray Jax. This is unbelievable, folks. He picks up, oh my gosh, he goes around the corner and he picks up a metal trash can, and he is beating Lord Ray Jax profusely with this metal trash can. Oh, he is broken open Lord Ray Jax. There's blood, there's food, there's chaos everywhere as the crowd is gathered right there outside the food court watching this great match as, woo, my gosh, I can't even speak. This is a lot of action, folks. Left and right as they're both pummeling each other in the middle of the food court. Whoa! There's another kick to the stomach by the Brain to Lord Ray Jax. He picks him up. It's a jackknife powerbomb right in the middle of the food court. 1, 2, 3. The Brain has beaten Lord Ray Jax. What is this? He gets up, he's celebrating, but wait. The Brain grabs the mic. He's telling the crowd that even though he has beat Lord Ray Jax, what is he doing? He's picking Lord Ray Jax up off the floor. I've never seen this before in my life. He's raising the hand of Lord Ray Jax. Oh my God, what does this mean? Does this mean that the Brain has changed his mind? Are they going to be a tag team going into the tag team tournament? We'll have to find out next week as, oh my God, what a match as the Brain has beat Lord Ray Jax in a Falls Count Anywhere match. We'll be right back.
This portion of Smoky Mountain Wrestling is brought to you by Hernia Movers. Because if you're not getting a hernia while moving, you're not doing it right. Let's get back to the action.
Hello everybody, Phil McCracken here for Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and we have finally made it to the big time, folks. Is here. We are looking at the main event of the evening, Mr. Pissoff versus Dump Truck in a non-title match. Mr. Pissoff is in the ring awaiting his opponent, and there goes the entrance music for Dump Truck. We're waiting for him coming out. Mr. Pissoff is getting ready, getting checked by the referee. Referee tells everybody he has nothing on him. Still no Dump Truck. What is going on here? Everybody's looking around. Everybody looks confused. I don't know what to say about this, folks. The champion seems to not be here. What's going on? Mr. Pissoff is having a conference with the referee inside the ring. Oh, the referee's walking over toward the ramp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The referee calls for the bell. Mr. Pissoff beats Dump Truck due to a count out and no show. As per the contract, Mr. Pissoff next week will get a title shot at the World Heavyweight Championship for beating the Dump Truck. What a disappointing way to end a great show, but Mr. Pissoff is celebrating in the ring, as next week we will be in Kentucky and Mr. Pissoff will get a title shot. There you have it, folks. We're going to be getting out of here. What a great show today. Thank you for stopping by and watching us at Smoky Mountain Wrestling. We enjoy every one of you. Come visit us at our next show. We'll be right back. Hello everybody, Phil McCracken here as we are here at the West Bank Arena in West Virginia, Wheeling, West Virginia, as we had just witnessed a great show from Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Stick around, folks, as we will be coming to you next Monday from Louisville, Kentucky at the Broadbent Arena. 8,000 strong can watch Smoky Mountain Wrestling. You want to be there, as many questions will be answered. What a great show. Folks, Phil McCracken here. We will see you next week in Kentucky. You guys have a great night.